there. If today's joke made you smile, why not subscribe? Subscribing is free and helps keep the fun coming. I'd be delighted to have you as a friend.
John applies for a job as a signalman for the railways. He is told to meet the inspector at the signal box for a job interview. The inspector gives John an aptitude test to determine whether he will be suitable for the position. The inspector asks, "What would you do if you realized that two trains were heading towards each other on the same track?" John replies, "I would switch one train to another track." "That's the correct action," says the inspector. "But what if the lever broke?" "I would run down to the tracks and use the manual lever," says John. "Good thinking," says the inspector. "But what if that lever had been struck by lightning?" "In that case," John continues, "I would run back up here and use the phone to call the next signal box." "What if the phone was busy?" the inspector asks. "Well, if that happened, I would run to the street level and use the public phone near the station," John replies. "Good thinking again," says the inspector. "But what if that had been vandalized?" "In that case, I would run into town and get my Uncle Bob," says John. This puzzles the inspector, so he asks, "Why would you do that?" John replies, "Because my Uncle Bob has never seen a train crash before." A man had just returned home after burying his wife. As he sat in silence, reflecting on the day, the sky darkened with heavy clouds. Suddenly, thunder boomed and lightning streaked across the sky, followed by the sound of fierce winds howling through the trees. He glanced up at the turbulent sky, watching the storm unfold with a faint smile. With a knowing look, he sighed and muttered, "Seems like she's already making her presence known up there."